Hello, good morning. I'm Marina Orsini-Jones. I'm the course director for the Masters in English Language Teaching and Applied Linguistics, and I'd like to welcome you to us in Coventry University. So I'm going to talk to you a bit about the course, and I've been its course director for a number of years, as you can see, 12 in fact, and it's been going quite well. We obtain very good results from our students. And I'd like to tell you a bit more about it as well. So we like to provide the specialist development for English language teaching to teach English as a foreign language. And we focus on the theory and practice of language learning and teaching. And it is open to all students. So even if you have a degree in economics or history or sociology, we welcome you to the course. You don't need to have a degree in English to join this course. You just need a passion for becoming a teacher or a manager in education or teaching, or you might have other, destinations. We'll see that later in this presentation. So we also want to encourage you to apply for both September and January start. And if you want to know more about the course, we actually have our students talking about it. So if you go online, you can have more information about fees and all information about application online. And you can also watch a video if you click this button in the middle on our online area, where we have a lot of students who've taken the course speaking about it. Now, the course has two pathways. It has a common core, so you will all do together theories and methods of language learning and teaching, developing language teaching materials, grammar and phonology for the English teacher, and computer-assisted language learning theory and practice. Then, those of you who are interested in more general English will focus on micro-teaching and teaching business English, teaching English through literature, and you will do micro-teaching practice and teaching observations. Those of you who are more interested in academic genre and the way you, for example, become a teacher on a pre-sessional course, or you teach English for academic purposes, then you can choose the linguistics route, where you will do quite exciting things with data-driven corpus linguistics, and you will also learn the genre of academic writing with leaders in the field, and you will also engage in analyzing written and spoken discourse. So there's slightly different routes, but you have a common core. And of course, you will then do research methods together and dissertation together. So you're united again when you do those modules. What you also acquire on the course is a professional qualification, which is the teaching knowledge test from Cambridge Assessment, and this is specific to managing the teaching and learning process. So this is an extra qualification you acquire while doing the course. So what are our distinctive features? The stress between theory and practice, and our students comment on that a lot, and so do our external examiners. We've been praised for this. Emphasis on integration of technology in language learning and teaching. The problem-based real-world approach we have, so you actually tackle real teaching issues. And we also offer a lot of pastoral support and supervision support for your dissertation. And we also have interesting things we do. So we have massive open online courses integrated into the course. We do collaborative online international learning with international partners in China, in the Netherlands, in Spain, in France. We do quite interesting things. And we also give you unique opportunities to apply for job placements while studying with us. So you could teach your own language to staff and students. You could become a teacher of English on the pre-sessional course here. Of course, it is selective, so it's not for everybody. We would have to put you through some selection processes, but it is available to you. So in terms of job destination, I said you don't necessarily have to become a teacher, even if becoming a teacher or a manager of English teaching is quite visible in these job destinations, but you can also become a diplomat. I'm very proud of Rabin, my student, who became a diplomat for the Kurdistani parliament, or you can become a librarian, or you can become a city council finance assistant. So you don't necessarily have to become a teacher. However, a passion for teaching normally helps with becoming a good teacher. And something else we pride ourselves of is how we embed our research into our teaching. We are a strong team. We all engage with research. We publish. And for example, here you can see books published by the linguistics team, these two. And these two are published by the TESOL team, so Teaching English Speakers of Other Languages, our other pathway. And can I also say, this book was written with a graduate from the course. So Fiona Lee finished the course and her dissertation was so good we turned it into a book. And in this publication there are 2 chapters by Chinese students who also published their dissertation as a chapter in the book. And in terms of dissertation, we give you quite a lot of freedom, but we also negotiate and we make sure you produce something which is useful for you for the future world of work. And these are some titles. I'm not going to go through them, but you can see the variety of titles available. And some of the students who do our course actually teach English to English native speakers, English L1 speakers in England. So you don't necessarily end up teaching in a foreign country English as a foreign language. You might also obtain a job to teach English in the UK, like some of our students have done. Well, some of our alumni, of course, they got it afterwards. This is an example of this collaborative online international learning. We have a class here doing a seminar or a webinar with our partners in Spain, where we were reflecting on how to apply collaborative online international learning to the teaching of content and language integrated learning. And because in Spain they're quite experts on this, we were swapping notes. We are better at task-based learning, they're better at COIL and CLIL. So we were trying to swap notes on that. And that resulted also in a study trip to Spain. We went to Spain. 50% of the students opted to go to Spain. This is an optional trip. And here are 3 students presenting at this conference we set up with the partners in Spain. A Chinese student, a British student, and a Lebanese student. They're presenting about their experience on the masters and how to integrate content language integrated learning into their curricula. And this resulted in a chapter in a book on excellence in teaching and learning, the Coventry Way. So we're very proud of this outcome. Now, we also presented in Turkey. Some students have presented about massive open online courses in Turkey. These are 3 of our Bahraini students. And in terms of feedback from our students, this is something a Pakistani student of mine, a graduate last year, he said that he was really excited being part of this course because of the wonderful opportunity to mix and compare and acquire an intercultural awareness of what English language teaching is about. And he was also very happy to go on back to Pakistan, where he's teaching. You see, he is in his class in Pakistan. Of course, we've had permission from Farhan to publicize this. But here we are in London. We went to a theatre production of an interesting play which could be used to create materials for English. And the main actor saw us and he came out to talk to us, okay? Because he was fascinated by, this large group of people. He was wondering what were we doing there. And in terms of what else Farhan found interesting, we pride ourselves in a variety of assessments. You will do a lot of different assessment tasks with us. There will be reports, there will be micro essays, micro teachings, poster presentations, group learning objects in multimedia. It's a big variety, presentations, individual, and of course the dissertation. So we offer you a big variety of assessments, and this is usually coming out as one of the strengths of the course because it also prepares you for the world of teaching. And this year, because of the COVID crisis, we had to move to remote delivery. And here is the testimonial of one of my students who started in January this year, and he started face-to-face, and then we moved online to remote delivery. And as you can see here, he actually prepared a multimedia presentation with his colleagues overseas, based some in the UK, some overseas. But he found that quite interesting, despite the fact it was remote. And in fact, everything, he says, went well. Not only that, he said that I will read it all, just the last bit for you. Big Blue Button made us realize that we could have a class-like experience even in a remote online environment. This was very pleasing for me to see that this very good student of mine, Jian Bin Li, was pleased with the experience of learning to do a group presentation online remotely. So just for you to know, in case you have anxieties about being taught remotely for a bit, it can be positive. So, if you have any questions, I'm concluding here, but if you have any questions, please make sure you join us on the webinar, and I'll be pleased to answer questions. If you'd like to ask me questions via email, is m.orsini@coventry.ac.uk. You can Google me otherwise and find all my details and contact me. So nice to have met you. I hope you have a nice virtual open day with us. Bye-bye.